to New Rockstars. I'm Anna Vanston.
And I'm Tommy Bechtold, and we're the current record holders for most rehydrated beans found in the office.
I rehydrate them with my mouth. Everyone knows that feeling of, hey, you get when a character says the title of a movie in the movie, and Marvel movies have quite a few of those moments.
Yes, but we wanted to know which movie took the shortest amount of time to say the title, and which movie took the longest. So, here's how it's gonna work. If a movie says the full title, great, we'll mark the time they said it. If only part of the title is said, we'll go with whatever time the most important part of the title is said. Also, the title has to be spoken. It can't be written.
You know, New Rockstars doesn't take advantage of the fact that Tommy and I are professional actors too often. So to flex our acting muscles and potentially avoid some copyright issues, we'll be doing a dramatic reenactment of ones we felt just could have used a little more je ne sais quoi, you know? You speak French, Tommy?
Oui.
I am Poco Loco. Let's go.
You make me Poco Loco. Starting with a classic, I feel like everyone knows they say Iron Man in the film, but it might be further along in the movie than most people remember.
Yes, Tony first says it while reading about himself in the newspaper before his press conference, an hour and 53 minutes and 44 seconds into the movie.
Iron Man, that's kind of catchy. It's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, I don't know if that time's even gonna clear the top 10, but what about its sequel?
Iron Man 2 says Iron Man right at the beginning of the movie, when Tony Stark's press conference from the first movie is playing on the TV. If it's from the first movie, is it cheating?
I don't care.
There you have it. So Iron Man 2 clocks in at 1 minute and 4 seconds.
I am Iron Man.
And you're probably wondering if they ever say specifically Iron Man 2 in the movie, even if it's 2 like T-O or T-O-O, and they don't, but they could've. Here's where we would've put it if we were running things.
I am Iron Man.
Excuse me, Mr. Stark, can I be Iron Man 2?
Iron Man 3 also says Iron Man, but unfortunately not Iron Man 3, which is a travesty. Here's what you could have had, Marvel. Iron Man 3's a crowd.
And here's what they had 15 minutes and 59 seconds into the movie instead. Cowards.
You know what happened when I told people I was Iron Man's bodyguard? They would laugh in my face.
Tommy, I grow weary of Iron Man. I want to act.
Then there's only one series we can go to. It's Thor time, baby. They say Thor's name 8 minutes and 53 seconds in when Odin is giving a speech in which he's about to proclaim Thor king. Hey, where are you going?
I gotta get my props.
Oh boy. Thor, Odin's son, my heir, my firstborn, wielder of the mighty hammer Mjolnir.
Well, we've got another Thor up next, and in Thor the Dark World, they do say Thor when a chained up Loki, nice, is talking to Odin 5 minutes and 55 seconds in.
And what of Thor?
However, they also say the Dark World in this movie, even though it's much later, 54 minutes and 39 seconds in. I think we gotta count this one's time since it's such a substantial part of the title.
It happens as Thor's talking to Odin about his game plan, and it goes a little something like this. You overestimate the power of these creatures.
I'll take Jane to the Dark World. Draw the enemy away from Asgard.
We are so good at playing Thor.
Yes. Should we do it again?
Yeah.
The Thor train continues when Thor's name is said 56 seconds into Thor Ragnarok in the opening scene, as Thor's voiceover explains the situation he's in like so. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh no, Thor's in a cage. How did this happen?
Same situation though, they do say Ragnarok 2 minutes and 25 seconds in when Surtur is sitting on a throne talking to a chained up Thor. So we're counting that one.
Yes.
And you have seen Ragnarok, the fall of Asgard.
As good as we are at embodying Thor and Odin, we're gonna leave Korg to the professionals. And it's Korg that says both the term Thor at 7 minutes and 32 seconds and Love and Thunder at 1 hour, 48 minutes and 16 seconds.
Their lovely little voiceover bookends to the movie as Korg relays Thor's story. Roll the clips!
Come, gather round and listen to the legend of the Space Viking, aka the God of Thunder, aka Thor Odinson. They have traveled far and have been given many names. But to those who know them best, they are simply known as Love and Thunder.
Gotta count Love and Thunder's time for this one. Now let's move along to our lovable black sheep on the list. The Incredible Hulk, where you saw Betty Ross once and never again.
So many questions, so little time, but the main question is, do they say the name of the title?
The closest they get is saying the Hulk at 1 hour, 27 minutes and 47 seconds, where the soldiers are veering down the streets urgently calling out to the general, much like this. The Hulk is in the street! I repeat, the Hulk is in the street!
They do say each individual part of the title, because they say Incredible at 58:28, and the first time they say Hulk is at 104:52. If you use a little creativity, you could have
An incredible
Wow, it's like they practically said it in the movie, but we're still counting that first time.
Now, I had high hopes for this one because it doesn't seem that hard to naturally work the first Avenger into a sentence, but they never actually say it. Come on. They do, however, say Captain America, and the first time they say it is actually in the song for Captain America's show where he sells war bonds.
Why, you feel like busting out those show tunes, Tommy?
I'll save it. Just hit the clip.
Now that's 50 minutes and 26 seconds into the movie, but like you said, it'd be super easy to work the first Avenger in there. Here, look.
You've been asleep, Cap,
Captain America, the first Avenger.
for almost 70 years.
Missed opportunity, Marvel.
But they learned their lesson for the next one because they say the Winter Soldier 52 minutes and 34 seconds into this one when Natasha is telling Cap that she knows who killed Fury.
Most of the intelligence community doesn't believe he exists. The ones that do call him the Winter Soldier.
They also say Captain America at 1834, but they already got their spotlight, so now it's our turn.
Hey.
The story of Captain America is one of honor, bravery, and sacrifice.
And although ours is clearly superior, theirs is the more important to the title. So Winter Soldier will ring in at 52:34.
Captain America Civil War really let me down. Shame on you. Not only do they not say Civil War, they don't even say civil.
Yeah, we just get a war at 58:12, but at this point it just feels like a pity war.
I hate a pity war.
Ugh.
So that means it's up to us to fix their mistake.
They do say Captain America though, so maybe we should play that clip first.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Captain America.
Mr. Wang?
Now, here's how it should have gone.
Civil War!
Civil War! Civil War! Yeah, let's go! I love Civil War!
And their punishment is that we go with the 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 27 seconds it took them to say Captain America. Now what movie showed them how it's done?
What's that, Anna?
The Avengers had a clean title drop. It came when Nick Fury was talking to the World Security Council 19 minutes and 59 seconds into the movie.
The Avengers Initiative.
Bing, bang, boom. You got a title. Beautiful. Music has always been such an important part of the Guardians films, and Nerd Riot's new Awesome Mix merch collection has taken that idea and run with it. They've mashed up iconic album art with the Guardians themselves. It's perfect gear to wear opening weekend while rocking out in your daily life. Never mind whether or not you grew up on grunge, you could get grunge Groot, okay? Come on. If all the stars have you feeling more like Ziggy Stardust, then the Ziggy Star-Lord tee might be what you need. If you like Dark Side of the Moon, then you'll love this Dark Side of the Galaxy tee. Shopping at Nerd Riot is one of the best ways to support our channel. And in addition to tons more Guardians merch, you can find merch inspired by the MCU, Star Wars, my personal favorite, all your favorite fandoms. Guys, we got it all here. Get your hands on the merch you need. Head to nerdriot.shop today. Join the riot over at nerdriot.shop, but please, shop peacefully. Ooh, they're so soft. And then the next one beefed it, of course. Age of Ultron is such a good title, and to rob us of that might just call for an Infinity
No,
War.
we're not there yet.
Okay,
No,
I'm
no,
sorry. I'm so sorry.
no. But they do say the Avengers at 2:57.
Who gave the order to attack? Strucker is the Avengers.
And they do say Ultron at 19 minutes. Artificial intelligence.
This could be it, Bruce. This could be the key to creating Ultron.
But what would it be like if they did say the full title?
It'd probably be something like, this is the dawning of the Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron.
Wow, they got 3 for the price of 1 on this one. So wait, which do we go with? The Avengers or Ultron?
I think we gotta go with Ultron, as lame as it sounds.
This movie almost placed pretty high up there. It's getting competitive.
Almost competitive enough to launch an Infinity
Okay, yeah, we can do it, okay.
Avengers Infinity War is another one that uses every part of the title without using the title itself. It says Avengers at 1605.
The Avengers broke up.
War at 5309.
Tired of war.
And our personal favorite, Infinity, at 633.
No other being has ever had the might, nay, the nobility, to wield not 1, but 2 Infinity Stones. But we can make a pretty convincing case for how it could have been.
Infinity War. That one was just for us.
Yeah, we only have so much time to write these scripts. One for you, one for me.
But we're using Infinity's 633 timestamp for this one.
And then we have the final Avengers, Avengers Endgame. Now, they said the term Endgame in both Age of Ultron and Infinity War, so how soon does it come into this one, Tommy?
Oh, they don't say Endgame in this one.
What?
No, they say Avengers at 11 minutes and 41 seconds in while Tony is arguing with Steve. Rhodey is holding him back. We're the Avengers. The Avengers, not the pre-Avengers.
Okay.
Right?
You made your point. Sit down. They don't say Endgame?
They don't say Endgame.
We've got to fix it. Now that's Avengers Endgame. Man, I need some simplicity again.
I've got just the thing. Guardians of the Galaxy gave us that A moment we were all craving.
Kind of a bummer, eh? Because it was when Ronan had taken down all of the Guardians. But regardless, it clocks in at 1:41:06.
Your Guardians of the Galaxy.
And we get another crisp title drop in this one at 41:18 when Yondu is talking to the Ravagers about why they should take Rocket's deal instead of turning him over.
The point is, we ain't stupid enough to help kill the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Technically, the whole title includes Volume 2, though.
Yeah, but I mean, can we work that in smoothly?
We ain't stupid enough to help kill the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Volume 2.
Smooth as butter. Moving right along, let's not talk about it.
Speaking of smooth as butter, Darren Cross gives us our titular moment in Ant-Man 11 minutes and 30 seconds into the movie as he's antagonizing Hank with his past.
An Ant-Man. That's what they called you, right, Hank? One of my personal favorites, honestly. But how does the second movie live up? Well, Ant-Man is said 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 17 seconds into the movie when it's been revealed to Cassie that her dad has taken up the Ant-Man helm again.
So, how long have you been Ant-Man again?
But even though they said the Wasp in the first movie, they never say it in the one that actually has the Wasp in its title.
Luckily, this one's easy to fit in.
They call it molecular
Ant-Man and the Wasp Equilibrium.
This one didn't even try. Sure, they say Ant-Man at 23:06 when Janet's hornily telling Hank to get on the alien horse.
Saddle up, Ant-Man.
But they don't say the Wasp, and they definitely don't say Quantumania.
Hey, Ant-Man, if you're gonna make up a word for your title, how about sticking to your guns for once? Anyway, here's where we'd put it.
You always were a brother to me.
I was?
Maybe the true prize was the Quantumania we found along the way.
Now I know my boy Strange ain't gonna steer me wrong.
He never could. We get a clean and, dare I say, puissant Doctor Strange at 14 minutes and 18 seconds in when Doctor Strange is meeting with a team of doctors about his hands.
I'm sorry, what did you just call me?
Along until I can
Doctor
take
Strange, those tissues are still healing.
Multiverse of Madness, though, isn't as successful.
They do get a Doctor Strange in there before the wedding at 4 minutes and 52 seconds.
Doctor Strange.
Dr. West.
But the only other word they say is multiverse at 3 minutes.
But in the grand calculus of the multiverse, your sacrifice is worth more than your life.
Which I think is gonna be the one we have to count, but let's revamp this so the whole title's in there, shall we?
And now we're in a multiverse of madness.
Much better.
Now you know Black Panther had to be one of our favorites, and the title came in at an astounding 58 seconds into the movie. So without further...
Wait. Should we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine as long as you don't.
No.
Yeah. The warrior became king and the first Black Panther. All right, this one's tone is different, so we're not gonna touch it.
We're nothing if not tactful.
But this movie nails it by saying both parts, with Black Panther at 2 minutes and 7 seconds.
Omnyama y Black Panther.
And Wakanda Forever at 2 hours, 16 minutes, and 47 seconds.
Wakanda Forever!
The largest gap so far, but which one are we gonna go with?
Unfortunately for Wakanda Forever, we've got to follow the pattern of going with the subtitle. Sorry, BP. Oh, Captain Marvel, it's right there, and yet you just couldn't say it.
Yeah, somewhat incredibly, they never say Captain Marvel in this movie. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
The closest we get is 1 hour, 48 minutes, and 2 seconds into the movie when Danvers and Fury are washing dishes, and then we are delightfully treated to Samuel L. Jackson's rendition of "Wait a Minute, Mr. Postman."
Marvel. Marvel sounds a lot better. You know, like the Marvelettes.
Wait, oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
But as good as that is, could we make it better?
Nicholas Joseph Fury.
I'm with Captain Marvel, too.
One moment.
No.
Captain Marvel doesn't say Captain Marvel. Black Widow doesn't say Black Widow. What are we doing here?
Anna, please, calm down.
I'm sorry. I've been out of my rehydrated beans today. I don't know if I have the energy to act this one out, Tommy.
That's okay, because they technically say the word black at 39:11 as Yelena is describing her bike.
Which one's yours? Black, brown seat.
And widow at 45 minutes when they're talking about the Red Room.
He moves location constantly. And every widow is sedated on entry and exit for maximum security.
So we can just mash those up and use our imagination.
Black
widow.
I mean, you know we have to go with Widow, right? We can't go with her calling out the color of her bike.
Agreed.
Now this one really took me by surprise. They do say Shang-Chi when his mom is talking to him in the beginning at 8 minutes and 18 seconds.
Shang-Chi.
But they also say the full-length subtitle right at the beginning, 46 seconds in. You want to give it a try?
Nope.
十环的传说已经流传了上千年。
A plus, Shang-Chi. A friggin' plus.
Eternals understood the assignment as well, just in a way more boring way. 17 minutes and 4 seconds in, we get the titular line when Cersei is telling Dane her backstory.
We're Eternals, from a planet called Olympia.
I don't have much more to say about that.
I give him an E for effort.
Yeah. And now we're back to breaking the title up with Spider-Man Homecoming. We get a zesty Spider-Man at 17 minutes and 13 seconds.
You're that spider guy on YouTube, right?
Call me Spider-Man!
Hey, okay, Spider-Man, do a flip! And actually, for the first time, the one we're counting is actually earlier at 10 minutes and 52 seconds.
You have a date for Homecoming?
The first one still gives me goosebumps, though. I mean, the sheer display of athleticism with that backflip.
You want to do it again?
Yeah, sure.
The Spider-Man movie started out so strong, but unfortunately, it couldn't last.
We get a Spider-Man at 6:14 when Aunt May is speaking at an event.
Thank you all for coming out to support those who have been displaced by the blip. And of course, thanks to our very own Spider-Man.
And as out of context as it is, home at 42:28.
Yeah, so why we here?
Speak for yourself. I'm home.
But sadly, no, far from home.
And even though it pains me, I think we've got to count home as the official time. But come on, Marvel. Paul, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore or something. Squeeze it in. Here, we'll show you how.
They first materialized on my Earth many years ago. We mobilized and fought them. But with each battle, they grew, got stronger.
Spider-Man, far from home they are. Help, please. And finally, we have No Way Home. This one says part of its title right at the beginning when they're playing the recording of Mysterio from the last movie. The kicker is that it's at 20 seconds before the actual movie starts.
I've managed to send the elemental back through the dimensional rift, but I don't think I'm gonna make it off this bridge alive. Spider-Man attacked me for some reason.
But unfortunately, it didn't learn from its predecessor and left out the term No Way Home. Luckily, we can Frankenstein a No Way at 101:57 and a Home at 50:48 together to get the thing we all crave.
Ooh.
No way.
Home?
Now, this one is one where I want to count the timestamp of Spider-Man so badly, but I gotta say, the context of Aunt May talking about sending the villains home is very appropriate to the title.
Yeah, gotta count home for this one.
So then, Tommy, that's all our MCU movies. What's our winner?
Ooh, the MCU movie that said the most original and significant part of its title the soonest was Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings at 46 seconds. Woo! That's fast. And the movie that took the longest was Black Panther Wakanda Forever, clocking in at 2 hours, 16 minutes, and 47 seconds.
If we were counting any major part of the title, Spider-Man No Way Home would take it at 20 seconds. But we aren't counting any major part of the title.
Rules are rules.
Yeah.
Rules are rules. And
Our
it
video.
feels right that it didn't go to a movie where the title line was actually from the previous movie. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Oh, shoot, Tommy, we're almost late for our joint dentist appointment. Oh, God, thank you so much for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at @It'sHannahVanston.
And me at Tommy Bechtold.
And follow and subscribe to New Rockstars and New Rockstars for more breakdowns of everything you love. We're out!
Bye.
Let's go.